Hey everyone, are you ready to go on an amazing adventure with words? Today, we're going to discover some secret words that make every story so much more exciting and magical. Let's jump right in. So, picture this. Our story starts with a very special visitor. Look, a little green alien spaceship has just landed here on Earth. He's looking all around and, oh dear, he's scratching his head. He looks very, very confused. Poor guy. But wait, this leaves us with some really big questions, doesn't it? Like, how did the spaceship land? Did it land softly or did it crash? And after it landed, where did our little alien friend go? To figure out this mystery, we're going to need some very special word clues. And guess what those special words are called? Adverbs. That's right. To help our lost alien, first we've got to understand what these magical words are and what they do. So what in the world is an adverb? Well, think of it like a detective's secret clue in a sentence. It's a special word that gives us more information. It tells us how, when, where, or even how often something is happening. Adverbs are what add all the fun details and color to our stories. Okay, so adverbs have a few really important jobs. Their number one job is to describe an action. You know, a verb. So if we say, he danced, you might ask, okay, but how did he dance? An adverb gives us the answer. He danced beautifully. See? Doesn't that just paint a much clearer picture in your head? All right, on to job number 2. Adverbs can also describe a description word, an adjective, and make it even stronger. So if we say, he was focused, we can make that better by asking, how focused was he? The adverb tells us he was very focused. It just gives that word so much more power. Now this one is really cool. For their third job, an adverb can actually describe another adverb. Crazy, right? So if we say, the turtle moved slowly, we can ask, well, how slowly? And the answer? It moved quite slowly. It's like an adverb giving a boost to another adverb. How awesome is that? Okay, team. Now that we know what adverbs are all about, let's get back to our little green friend. Let's see if we can use these new word powers to understand his big adventure. So, after the alien landed, it started to walk. But how did it walk? It walked slowly. That word slowly tells us the manner of the action. It tells us how he did it. You know what? Let's all try it. Wherever you are, stand up and try walking very slowly. Perfect. Next, our curious alien looked somewhere. But where did it look? It looked up. The word up is an adverb of place. It tells us the location. Come on, everyone, let's do it. Look up towards the ceiling. That's it. You know, our alien is starting to feel a little homesick. It really wanted to go home. But when did it want to go? It wanted to go home soon. This is an adverb of time. It tells us all about the when of the story. And oh, how much did it miss home? It always missed its family. This tells us how often he was feeling this sad feeling. Always is an adverb of frequency. It shows us that this feeling was happening over and over again. So our poor alien is thinking to itself, asking questions like, how do I get home and where am I? Now get this. These question words, how, where, when, they're actually adverbs too. They're called interrogative adverbs, and they are the perfect words to use when you need to ask a question. But here is the most exciting part of all. You don't just have to find adverbs, you can actually make them. That's right. Let's turn on our super secret adverb making machine and see how you can create your own. It's almost like a magic spell with a few simple rules. First, for most adjectives, like careful, you just add ly at the end to make carefully. Simple. Next, if a word ends with a y, like ready, you change that y to an I, and then add ly to get readily. And the last trick, if a word ends in ic, like fantastic, you add ally to make fantastically. See? You're already an adverb-making expert. Now, the best part is that adverbs aren't just for fun stories about aliens. We use them all the time, every single day, especially when we're at school. Let's take a quick look. Just think about your day in class. How often do you do certain things? You always raise your hand. You usually listen to your teacher. Maybe you sometimes share your lunch with a friend. Hopefully, you rarely forget your homework, and you should never disrespect your teachers. See? All of those words, always, usually, sometimes, rarely, never, they're adverbs. You use them constantly without even thinking about it. And now the adventure is in your hands. We've learned all about these secret storytelling words. You are the storyteller now. So, how does our little green alien story end? Does it find its way home safely? Does it make a new best friend happily? You get to decide. Use all the amazing adverbs you've learned today and give our alien the fantastic ending it deserves.